If you thought the slap was going to be the end of him, you are so not ready to hear this. Will Smith is getting ready for his return to the big screen, and he somehow still looks in killer shape. Welcome to Fitness Story. Seems like a lifetime ago, but chances are you do remember Will Smith. He was a pretty big deal before he slapped his way into the dark side, you know. While his victim, Chris Rock, believes that the former rapper turned Hollywood A-lister has lied about being a perfect guy for years, Smith doesn't seem to care what Rock or other people say about his embarrassing episode. Granted, this was not the best way to go viral in every single planet in the galaxy, but one way or another, the 55-year-old looks like he's very much over it. For starters, Will Smith was never canceled for real. After slapping Chris Rock across the face, Smith starred in an Apple TV Plus movie called Emancipation, and despite his evident unpopularity at the time, the movie and Smith himself got pretty good reviews. Besides, his return to action in the movies meant a lot for fitness freaks like you and I, too. Calling himself out and telling the world he was in the worst shape of his life during the filming of King Richard, a movie which brought him the Oscar, which no one remembers now for you know why, Smith was literally rocking a dad bod. So going from the looks of a flabby middle-aged man to an out-and-out slave was a challenge. A challenge Smith passed with flying colors. In the movie Emancipation, Smith was raw boned. While this transformation was impressive, as fans of the show would know, we appreciate it more when actors go the other way and put some muscle mass on their body. Luckily, Smith did just that, for old time's sake, as he and his partner in crime, Martin Lawrence, started the production of Bad Boys: Ride or Die, the latest installment in the nearly $1 billion franchise. Despite his not-so-great COVID lockdown body, or his post-slap dip in form, Smith has never been someone who could stay out of shape for too long. The man created his own athletic clothing brand, for goodness sake. And while we can't possibly know if Smith decided to get back in shape for the sake of his brand Bel Air Athletics or the latest Bad Boys movie, we can definitely give credit to where it's due, because he looks fan-freaking-tastic in the trailers of the movie, especially for a 55-year-old who is battling public shaming, depression, and anxiety over the last few years. Fans of Smith's body of work for his body would know, apart from starting his days with a fasted cardio workout, and for those of you who wonder, that's running more often than not, Smith has a 5-day strength training program which he follows to a T. As far as splits go, there's nothing extraordinary. Smith goes through chest, shoulders, back, arms, and legs over the week, and his utmost priority is progressive overload. Lifting either heavier or increasing the number of reps in any given exercise seems to be working wonders for the actor. And if you feel like you've hit a plateau in your gains department, you might want to give that principle a shot. For what it's worth, it has worked out for the man who portrayed Muhammad Ali on the big screen. This is where we'll be wrapping this episode up. Remember, folks, the goal must be to stay in shape and not pull off one transformation after the other. Unless you're an actor who needs to portray a boxing legend, then an average dad, and then a Miami cop with bulging muscles.